No matter, he was good at his work and he loved it. Did he really need anything more? I'm sure Rook will marry one day, mother, and win, and the rest of them. Do not fret. I'll make each of my brothers a bureau and a marriage bed and a cradle when the time is right. You'll have grandchildren hanging from the rafters in no time. The mother in the rafters, the child in her arms, and oh, the screaming. Antain shut his eyes tightly and forced the image away. I've been talking with some other mothers. They have set a keen eye on the life you've built here. They are interested in introducing you to their daughters. Not their prettiest daughters, you understand, but daughters nonetheless. Antain sighed, stood, and washed his hands. Mother, thank you, but no. He walked across the room and leaned over to kiss his mother on the cheek. He saw how she flinched when his ruined face got too close. He did his best not to let it hurt. But Antain, and now I must be going. But where are you going? I have several errands to attend to. This was a lie. With each lie he told, the next became easier. I shall be at your house in 2 days' time for dinner. I haven't forgotten. This was also a lie. He had no intention of eating in his family's house and was perfecting several excuses to remove himself from the vicinity at the last moment. Perhaps I should come with you, she said. Keep you company. She loved him in a way, and Antain knew that. It's best if I go alone, Antain said, and he tied his cloak around his shoulders and walked away, leaving his mother behind in the shadows. Antain kept to the lesser-used alleys and lanes throughout the protectorate. Though the day was fair, he pulled his hood well over his forehead to keep his face in shadow. Antain had noticed long ago that his hiding himself made people more comfortable and minimized the staring. Sometimes small children were shyly asked to touch his scars. If their families were nearby, the child would invariably be shooed away by a mortified parent, and the interaction would be over. If not, though, Antain would soberly sit on his haunches and look the child in the eye. If the child did not bolt, he would remove his hood and say, "Go ahead." "Does it hurt?" the child would ask. "Not today," Antain always said. Another lie. His scars always hurt, not as much as they did on that first day or even the first week, but they hurt all the time, the dull ache of something lost. The touch of those small fingers on his face, tracing the furrows and ridges of the scars, made Antain's heart constrict just a little. "Thank you," Antain would say, and he meant it every time. "Thank you," the child always replied, and the two would part ways. The child returning to his family and Antain leaving alone. His wanderings brought him, as they always did, whether he liked it or not, to the base of the tower. His home for a short, wondrous time in his youth, and the place where his life changed forever. He shoved his hands in his pockets and tilted his face to the sky. "Why," said a voice, "if it isn't Antain, back to visit us at last." The voice was pleasant enough, though there was, Antain realized, a bit of a growl, buried so deeply in the voice that it was difficult to hear. "Hello, Sister Ignatia," he said, bowing low. "I'm surprised to see you out of your study. Can it be that your wondrous curiosities have finally loosened their grip?" It was the first time they had exchanged words face to face